Hey everyone, you're with Tesla Tom, and thanks so much for joining me today on my YouTube channel. Today we're reviewing software update 2022.4.5 in our Tesla Model 3 Performance here in Sydney, Australia. Let's get into the release notes right now. There we go, 2022.4.5. Your car software is up to date as of the 9th of February, 1806. Let's check it out right now. Okay, so we've got three new features for 2022.4.5. The first one is regenerative braking in Autopilot. Let's check it out. Regenerative braking in Autopilot. Autopilot will now use more regenerative braking at lower speeds for higher efficiency and an improved driving experience, especially in stop and go traffic. Increased use of regenerative braking results in less brake pedal noise and smoother stops. Those of you who have seen my 2022.4 video would have seen me test this in action, so tonight we'll go check it out again in some more stop-start traffic. It's sort of peak hour here in Sydney, so we should get some heavy traffic a bit later on. The next feature is Car Colorizer. Car Colorizer, it's nice to see they spelled colour in the British English spelling, C-O-L-O-U-R. I do have British English set as my language in this car. Customize how your car appears on the touchscreen and mobile app with the Car Colorizer. Change the colour of your car's exterior by tapping Controls, Software, Colorizer icon, or using Colorizer in the toy box. So there's two ways to get to this feature, either by going to the control setting or via the toy box. We'll check that out, of course, very shortly. And the last thing is save dashcam clips. Quickly save dashcam clips by adding the dashcam icon to your bottom bar. Simply long press any app icon to enter edit mode, then drag dashcam to the bottom bar for quick access. Tap the dashcam icon to manually save a clip while driving. All right, let's do that right now. This is what has been sorely missing in the previous updates, so I'm glad this is now back. And yeah, you can now save dashcam footage when you're on the road as opposed to having to go into the controls, which is a bit cumbersome when you're driving, and this is much safer having this dashcam icon here. So we'll do that certainly on our Autopilot test drive after we check out the Car Colorizer feature. Let's do that right now. So they say you can go to that feature in two ways. So let's have a look at Controls, Software. So there we go, that is the colorizer icon right there. So obviously our original car color is red, as you can see, red there, red there, red there. So let's press that right now. And there is the colorizer settings. So that's basically a color wheel, and you've got it in solid, metallic and matte as well. You can change the paint type that way, and you can also have your trims in chrome or black. And why on earth would you want to have this feature, I hear you ask me? Well, I guess if your car is wrapped a different color, you can now basically set it to exactly what color your car is wrapped, as opposed to having the original OEM paint there. I suppose what's good too is that if you want to wrap your car, you can, I guess, do this first and check out what it looks like, or what it may eventually look like, before you actually go ahead and spend the money on the wrap itself. So let's have a look at it right now. So we've got solid paint, metallic paint, or matte paint. Let's have a look. Let's swivel the car wheel right now. So color wheel, I should say. There we go. We can have it in green, that green color, more towards turquoise, more towards blue. Back around again to that lavender, magenta color, burgundy, that deep burgundy color, back to red, and then sort of more goldy, yellowy, and then back around to green again. So that's solid. What's missing is the hex code, I suppose, if that might come in a future update. If you know your hex codes well for the color wheel, you could, I suppose, add that one day and have exactly what color you want with the hex codes. And then matte finish. Again, that compared to solid and metallic, just going around the wheel here. So I suppose solid is a bit brighter, metallic a bit darker, than matte, bit of a darker finish there between the three. And then you can save your setting like that plus icon. So you can like switch between your original red like that, or choose that new color. But if you want to choose another color, like say purple, lavender, what do you call this color? Fuchsia? Solid fuchsia. There you go. You can now quickly switch between what colors. I wonder whether you can change this during your drive. Obviously we'll test that, of course. And you can change your trim as well. So there you go. Say I want a black chrome delete trim. If for some reason I've had an aftermarket accessory that's chrome deleted, you can also add that as well separately too. You can't edit what you've already done But let's say I don't like this one, you can just hang on to that one, and then the cross icons come up, and then you can just delete them like that accordingly. So that's pretty nifty, and yeah, I think this is going to be fun. It's quite a handy feature really to have for several reasons I've already highlighted. So yeah, that's good to see. There you go. And let's see how many you can actually add. Let's keep going. Keep gravitating back to that fuchsia color, don't I? I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that just slides along and the original one deletes. So you can have a 6 maximum. If you add any more, it just deletes the previous ones. And obviously always go back to the original red. There we are. Well, let's, yeah, I might go turquoise. Chrome delete turquoise today. And that's what we'll stick with for our autopilot drive. And now let's test whether you can do that from the toy box icon. So let's go toy box there. And there you go, Colorizer. You can also open up that screen with Customize. Colorizer, change the color of your car's exterior and adjust the paint style. So customize, and the same color wheel comes up like that. Good to know. I've also noticed too, while the car is in park, that the driver profile has shown up there. There you go, TT is my profile, and Joy is my wife, so that's her profile there. Of course, driver profile setting comes up too. So that's quite good. That was one criticism, that the driver profile wasn't there up on the screen there. And then Sentry Mode button is there as well when you're in park, so you can turn it on and off while you're there, which is great. All right, well, let's go for an autopilot test drive to check out increased regenerative braking in autopilot. Let's do that right now. All right, let's go head out for that test drive. Now to start a Tesla, it's very easy. Basically the right stalk, flick it down, you're in drive. That's basically it. Let's go. All right, so first things first, I just want to show you back in the Colorizer, in the toy box. I was asking the question before while I was showing you the features of this update, whether you can change the color of the car midway through a drive, and it appears you cannot. It says here only available in park. So yeah, you cannot change the color while you are driving. That's no big deal, but good to get that information out there in case you were wondering. Okay, so it is now 6:22 p.m. in Sydney. We are on the hunt for some peak hour traffic. I can't believe I'm saying that in Sydney, but shouldn't be too hard to find this time of day. I know for a certainty, well, almost certainty, that there's usually traffic around on this road at the top of this hill. So what we'll do is we'll engage autopilot, right stalk, double tap. Yep, and that autopilot symbol comes on, that blue symbol there. As you can see, now my car is showing that it's green, even though you and I know that it's red. But yeah, that's the fun of owning a Tesla, doing things like that. By the way, right stalk, tap down, hold for 2 seconds, and the speed limit will match, the autopilot maximum speed limit will match the posted speed sign at 70 kilometers an hour. So that's a handy tip, as opposed to you having to take your eyes off the wheel to press that 70. Now, there was a bit of braking there, and well justified. This car here, as you saw, just coming into my lane there. But as you can see, as I just tap the wheel, or just wiggle the wheel there, it didn't brake coming up to this traffic light. This is kind of regen braking with the autopilot, as is the feature now with 2022.4.5. So previously it would have probably broke harder into the light, but now it's sort of gently coming to a cruise, coming to a stop using regen braking, which is great. Does it accelerate faster now with this update? Well, if it is, it's very marginal. As you can see, it's not really keeping up with the car ahead. It's still sort of going a little bit slower in traffic there as the light turns green. So let's see what happens here. Not bad, because that intersection is always interesting because the lane markings aren't great. It's quite a wide intersection, but because there was a couple of buses on the left, it probably tracked those vehicles quite well, and it stuck to the lane. Okay, so pretty happy with that, crossing that intersection without that big red steering wheel that comes on. Let's see what happens with some more slow stop-start traffic, whether it uses regen braking. So far, so good. It's as good as it was with 2022.4, in that it uses regen braking if there's cars ahead slowing down. And by the way, this also works with just traffic aware cruise control without the auto steer as well. For those of you who like just using auto steer, sorry, you don't like using auto steer. What I'm going to do is switch into the left lane. By the way, I've got full self-driving package, so this auto lane change is only applicable if you've got the FSD package. Again, more regen braking as I come to the red light, and I wasn't the first car, so there was a confirmation I needed with the green there, which is fine. I do forget that sometimes when I'm the first car that I need to confirm. But if you're in a line of cars, then it's all good. You can just allow the car to proceed. Yeah, pretty good. And I'm sorry, the traffic isn't as bad as I thought it was. I can't believe I'm saying that. Hoping for bad traffic. But we're coming up to another intersection, so we should be able to see some more autopilot regen braking in action here. And yeah, we should probably also test the Dashcam save now that we've got that function back. Just change lanes real quick. But yeah, as you can see, I probably would have liked to have seen that up here on the screen. That Sentry Mode icon is now gone once you're in drive. But now you've got this icon down here. Let's engage autopilot, see what happens with that bus there. Let's see what happens. So, yep. Just got to clear the light first because I'm the first car. Does it safely cross or overtake this bus? Yes, it does. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's not too bad across this wide intersection again. Not bad. Let's see if I want to save dashcam footage. Let's see if I press the right icon here. Okay, good. That's great. So that is what happened previously with version 10, before they got rid of all the icons. Now that we've got this back where you can press that dashcam icon there. So just a slight adjustment. Instead of pressing up here, you now got to press down here to save dashcam footage. And I should point out too that traffic light reaction is actually a feature of FSD package. So drive safe out there, guys and girls who don't have FSD package. We've just got the basic autopilot that, yeah, it doesn't react to traffic lights. So just take care if you're the first car. And there it is again, that regen braking nicely driving up to the traffic light. Works really well, by the way. I'll just take it off as I round the corner here. And yeah, just to prove to you that it does work on just traffic aware cruise control without auto steer, I'm just going to tap it down once for cruise control. There we are. And even when an ambulance is merging in, it's still just slowed down very nicely using regen braking. It's really lovely now without that harsh braking that used to happen previously before 2022.4. All right, everyone, that is it from me today with software update 2022.4.5. A few nice new toys to play with, including the Colorizer wheel for your car. It's pretty fun there. And of course, Dashcam is now back, Dashcam save. And of course, regen on autopilot, just that's back again. All right, guys, if you've spotted anything else in this update that I've missed, make sure you leave that in the comments section. I'll be sure to test it for you for the next update. Otherwise, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you at the next software update video. As always, happy charging.